Hello and good morning. My name is Valerie, and today I would like to speak with you about childhood bipolar disorder. Whenever you think about children, you think about them running around on the playground and having a good time. That's not always the case. Most children that you would see, you might think they're ill-mannered, they're rude, or they're just extremely way too happy, but that's not the case. Let's talk a little bit about the disease. Or the disorder, I'm sorry. Bipolar disorder is an extreme illness of the brain. This illness will cause very high euphoric phases, which they're happy and they're running around and they're playing, they're literally bouncing off the walls. And then there's the lows, where they're hitting, they're crying, they're just not happy, and that's the bad side of it. This is my daughter, Sophia. She's 5, and she was just recently diagnosed with childhood bipolar disorder. I've known since she was about 9 months old that there was something different, but I'll get into that later. Let's talk about how they are diagnosed. With children, you'll need to make an appointment with your pediatrician or go see a child psychiatrist. Whenever you get there, they're going to ask you some questions about how they eat, how they sleep, how they act, what kind of moods they have, and then they'll sit back and observe how the child acts. Most of the time, they're not going to see anything there with you because the children are shy, they'll be around mommy's leg, and they won't want to talk. So whenever you get all of these things straight, he'll give you his diagnosis, and then you'll go to the medication side, which is my next topic. Let me say management instead of medication. Yes, medication is a must. I'm a part of some support groups for bipolar children, and medication would be your first route. It'll be priority 1. They don't have to be narcotic, which I'm very thankful for. I don't want my child to be on narcotic medications. There's no need for that. Start with the medication. They'll usually start with the lowest dose possible, and if that doesn't work, they'll slowly increase. They don't jump to the gun and put them on something that'll just make them little zombies, because we don't want that. We just want them to be happy. Truly, we just want them to be happy. There's therapy that they can go to. They have support groups for the children, like I mentioned earlier, online. There's therapy sessions that'll help. You can go to your psychiatrist, and he'll help kind of build and remend relationships between the child and the parents. That's kind of wrong wording, but it helps you guys figure out how to be a family knowing that this is going on with your child. Routines. Routines are an absolute must. We have a routine in the morning. We get our morning routine done by a certain time. We go drop off at school, and then I come back and pick them up, and we have our nightly routine, and we are in bed by the exact same time every night. Sophia has to have this in order for her world to spin, per se. If anything of this routine is off, it throws her into a manic phase just like that. We haven't had one in quite a while, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Our doctors have been great. They've been very helpful, and the very teeny tiny dose of medication that she's on it's moved mountains for us, and it's overwhelming. Our bipolar children can still be those bouncy little balls of energy. They can be just like the normal people. There's no normal. They're just a little different. This whole experience has gone a lot smoother than I thought that it would. I'm very thankful for everything that's been offered to us and everything that we've found. Bipolar disorder is not a punishment. I see it as a bump on a path that hasn't been taken yet. Thank you, guys.